Hello there, it's Galactic Charm here, Chris. Hope everybody's doing fine. I just been looking at my Dreamcast and I got a HDMI converter and I was messing around with some of the games and I have been looking over Google with how to try to get a couple games to work that doesn't support the cable. So I thought this may be helpful. It is a bit of a bummer if you already got a HDMI converter cable. The one I've got is Keiko, I think that's how you pronounce it. And there's loads of other different ones that you can buy. So the real reason why I'm here is just so that I can tell people not to waste their money on a Pacific cable to get a Pacific game to work. I bought this cable so I could play Skies of Arcadia on high definition. I thought that would be awesome. Sadly, because I'm in the PAL region, that's Europe region, you can't get that game to work. You can't. You have to do AV or aerial. You won't be able to put it on a HDMI converter. But I think I haven't tested this yet. But if you buy the AV cable and then use a HDMI splitter, that probably will work because it does work with my PS2 AV cable. So I'd imagine it would work, but it wouldn't look as nice as the 480 high definition going through what looks like the component. I think it's no, not component, but yeah. There's a couple other games. I just had a list of the Dreamcast games that aren't supported by VGA, and I think I was just going to put this out. And yeah, here's the list. So this is the list of games that are not supported by VGA, 50 hertz basically. Let me see if I got the right. Yeah, so I was a bit gutted on a couple of these. Not all of these bother me, but I think it's good to know that this won't support your HDMI. You would need an aerial. Like I said, if you buy a Dreamcast for the first time, they would have gave you an aerial. Try and get them to give you an AV cable, because most new TVs don't support. Some TVs don't even support AV or aerial anyway. So, but it's not too bad. There's always a fix around it, but this is just wanted to tell you that I've been looking at the web and it's been hard for me to figure out what games are not, and I've found some games that aren't VGA or 50 hertz basically. Okay, here are the games: Aero Wings 2 Airstrike, Buster Move 4, Conflict Zone, Dino Crisis. What is a bummer, because I really like Dino Crisis. I would have liked to have got that for Dreamcast. Dynamite Cop, Evil Twins, can't pronounce that, Flow Game Brothers, Episode 1. And here's the gutting one. This is the one that I was also upset because I was just about to buy it. I was going to put that on hold until I get this AV cable and put it to the HDMI splitter. Okay, and then Legacy of Kain. Yeah, the one Grandia 2 I'm on about. That's the one I wanted to get, Grandia 2. And Legacy of Kain Soul Reaver, Making X, Pen Tricelin, Power Stone, what is gutting again, Resident Evil Code Veronica, Sega Rally 2, and here's the one that I'm really upset about, is Skies of Arcadia. Well, I've got the game, but I'm going to see about getting this AV cable, but it won't work on these HDMI, converter cables that are meant to make it all look nice and good to look at. Anyway, Spawn of the Demon Hand, Spider-Man. Oh, Star Wars Episode 1 Jedi Power Battles. That probably means nothing to anybody, but it does to me. I love that game. Super Magnetic Neo, the next Tetris, Tokyo Highway Challenge 2, Virtual Fighter 3, Team Battle, and Zombie Revenge. If that is all, then I think if that is all of them, then I'm a bit happy that one of them that I thought was on it that isn't on it, so that's cool, and that's Marvel vs. Capcom. So that's a bit of an expensive game. I think that's all of them, and I think this goes for the same for the GameCube games. 50 hertz. So if anybody, I already did this. I bought Skies of Arcadia for the GameCube, and that didn't work with HDMI converter that I had cable. So that goes for the GameCube as well, and some other games probably on the GameCube that doesn't support 60 hertz or VGA. Meaning, I wanted to put this video out because I've been looking at YouTube trying to figure out if there's any videos, and there's not. So I finally found some things. If anybody wants any other games on the GameCube that they think is not supported by their HDMI cable, just ask away, and I'll see if I can find out. I have a few games that are working, and I'm buying some new ones. So I will be able to test them out, and then I will update. I'll probably do a separate one for the GameCube when I run down through any problems I have. So far, the only one I had was Skies of Arcadia. Okay then, guys. Alright, that's it's not one of those videos that really matters to many people, but it matters to me, and if it matters to me, I'm sure it will matter to somebody else. Because, yeah. Alright, guys, take it easy.